Hey everyone, welcome to the very first episode of my beginner's guide to not exploding in Star Trek Fleet Command. I'm Grand Admiral Hunter, your friendly neighborhood captain who has absolutely never made a mistake in this game, ever. Not once. And definitely not yesterday. Today, we're talking about something every player ignores until it ruins their day. Your ship's firing pattern. Yes, your ship actually has a plan when it shoots. No, it's not a good plan unless you understand it. Once you get what a firing pattern actually is, the rest of the game suddenly stops feeling, like a cosmic prank. So let's break it down. Every ship in Star Trek Fleet Command fires its weapon in a specific order. Think of it like a choreographed dance, except instead of dancing, it's lasers, torpedoes, and the occasional, "Why did that miss?" moment. Some weapons fire every round, some fire every other round, and some fire only when, the stars align and the game decides to be nice to you. If you don't know when your ship fires its big guns, you're basically going into battle with a blindfold, shouting pew pew and hoping for the best. Now, understanding firing patterns lets you pick the right officers, choose the right targets, and honestly win fights that you really have no business winning. If your ship fires its big weapon in round 1, you want officers who boost that. If it fires in round 3, you want officers who help you survive until round 3. Some ships are sprinters, some are marathon runners, and some are kind of like that kid in gym class who pretends to tie their shoe for 20 minutes. Once you understand firing patterns, you'll start beating ships you shouldn't beat. And when people ask how you did it, you'll say, it's a skill issue. Even though we both know it was this video. Let's look at a simple example. An early game explorer might have a beam that fires every round, or torpedo that fires every other round, and maybe a bonus weapon that fires in round, say, 3. So if you expect your torpedo to fire every round, it just won't. It's on break. It's unionized. That is why you check firing patterns. It's literally right there in the ship info. And by the way, if this is already clearing up some of the "why does my ship hit like a wet noodle" confusion, hit that like button. It tells YouTube you enjoy not losing every fight. And if you want more beginner tips without the usual sugarcoating, subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Now, to actually find your firing pattern, open up your ship, tap the weapons tab, and boom, there it is. Let's go ahead and look at that together. I'm going to go ahead and pull up this Enterprise A ship that I have here, showing you an example of an Explorer. Go manage and I click on upgrade. You can see all the different components that you have here. We have warp engines. Let's see, we should have 1, 2, 3 weapons, I believe. So we have this weapon here, energy weapon, so forth. But if we click on the little eye next to one of them, it will give you the damage range for the weapon. And then if you scroll down to the bottom here, it will give you the charge time, the recharge time, and the number of shots. So useful information, a little bit clunky, wouldn't you say, after you're looking at this here? So you can actually see all your weapons here. One useful thing that we can look at is there's a website called STFC.space that you can go to. I go to there frequently when I'm trying to figure out some of this stuff. So let's hop over there really quick, and then we'll look at kind of a better representation of that for this ship.
Players crying with no voice to shout. Hunter's roar breaks through the doubt.
Okay, so here we are, stfc.space. If we go to ships, you can do a search. I already looked this up here. Enterprise, let's go to the Enterprise A, for example. Lots of useful information here and on this website. Here will show you costs and whatnot. Keep in mind, this is kind of just the base cost, the base information here. This website, I believe, does not include the research, so take that with a grain of salt. But if we scroll past all the weapons and the components here, go down a little bit farther, we can see the firing pattern. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 energy weapons. One energy weapon fires 3 shots every single round. One fires every third round 3 shots, and one fires every second round, starting with the second round, every 2 rounds, and it fires 4 shots. So you can kind of map this out, see what kind of damage those weapons are doing. Can be really useful to kind of help you navigate some things in Star Trek Fleet Command. Now, since this is a beginner video, we're not going to go into too much detail here, but this is a starting point of where you can find your firing pattern and why it's important. But it's really important to look at those when you're looking at the different ships you have and the hostiles that you're fighting. You can also look up hostiles and their firing pattern to kind of help you figure some things out in Star Trek Fleet Command. And if you've never looked at this before, congratulations, you're officially a beginner. Welcome to the club. We have jackets. Here are a few quick general rules to save you from 90% of beginner mistakes. If your ship fires big in round 1, be aggressive. If it fires big in round 3, be tanky. And if it fires randomly, good luck, Captain. I can't help you with that. And always remember to build your officer crews around your firing pattern. There are certain officers that can help you fire big shots, do big damage in round 1. We've seen that in the game. Have some strategies to take out hostiles quickly before their big gun fires at the end of round 1, for example. If anyone is familiar, leave a comment down below about the Xindi. Have some strategies for that. Won't go into that today, but it's one of the best things I think in Star Trek Fleet Command is analyzing hostiles and figuring out how to take them down. And if you think firing patterns are important, wait until you start leveling up, Commander. Episode 2 of our beginner series is all about leveling up without leveling your sanity down. Because, let's be honest, Star Trek Fleet Command leveling is basically a part-time job with worse benefits. If you ever wondered why your ship takes 14 years to upgrade, or why your resources disappear faster than my patience during a lag spike, you're going to want to stick around for that one. And that's it for episode 1. Trying to keep it simple, to the point, beginner series, episode 1. If you learned something today, hit that like button. If you didn't learn anything, you probably weren't paying attention, or you were a veteran spying on the beginners to see what's what. Feel free to leave, like I said, your tips down below. Go ahead and hit the like button anyway. Also, just another reminder to subscribe so you don't miss episode 2, where we talk about leveling up without sacrificing your soul, your latinum, or your left kidney. See you out there, captains. Try not to explode.